August 16th, 2025, approximately 9:36 a.m. on the eastern side. Could be western because we flipped them poles. Now, we about to get into some tarot. Lost Souls Tarot. We about to get into some tarot just to see the energy field that we have going on for today. So give me a second. Let me pause this video because I actually did not pull my own tarot for myself. Let me pause this video, pull my tarot, reshuffle the cards, bless over the cards again, and then come back for a general collective reading. But yeah, I'm starting to realize that I need to pull my own tarot first so that way I can get my own energy and what's going on in my own energy field out the way. I need to get that out the way first so that it won't intertwine with the readings that I have. I have to learn that once I do pull my readings, once I do my own personal reading for myself, then I have to allow myself to let the readings be for the general collective, right? A lot of the information that I put out, I do I implement it in my life. Almost all the information that I put out, I implement it in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. You dig? Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. We're at 1 minute and 25 seconds. I'm going to pause this video and then I'm going to come back to you. Okay, I am back, honey. I am back. All right, so let's get into this general collective reading. It is now 9:52 a.m. on the eastern side, could be western. I want to make sure my cards are upright, right? Sometimes when you reshuffle the deck, when you put the cards upside down, that's how they'll come out, reverse, right? So we don't want to have everything in reverse. We just want a general, honest reading. Okay, this reading is for general collective. It could be pertaining to love, career, spiritual growth, shadow work, or something else entirely, okay? These themes will be entirely up to you, okay? It's for educational and what? Entertainment purposes only. All right, wow. Okay, so we're going to take the first 3 cards that I see. We got the Devil. The Devil came out on top. Hey. We got a tower. The Tower came out right after the Devil. And we have the 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, okay? We have the 8 of Swords, okay? Now, let's see. How many cards flipped? That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards came out in that spread, okay? 8 cards came out in that spread. So we have the Devil, we have the Tower, and we have the 8 of Swords. I have my cheat sheet. All right, so the Devil. Hey, boo. The Devil is representing, all right, being trapped by material desires, unhealthy attachments, and self-imposed restrictions. Okay, so, all right, some balance, moderation, and transformation, endings, change. Wait, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. The Devil, bondage, materialism, addiction. The Devil represents being trapped by material desires, unhealthy attachments, and self-imposed restrictions. Okay. Then we have the Tower that came up. Sudden change, upheaval, revelation. The Tower represents unexpected disruption, breaking down of old structures, and the chaos that precedes transformation. Boom. So the Devil was here, right? So it seems like so far that there's a Tower up to bring change against somebody that's still stuck within maybe materialism and addiction. Illusions. That's all I'm hearing is illusions. All right, someone is still stuck in illusions. All right, we got the 8 of Swords here. What does the 8 of Swords represent? Okay, what does the 8 of Swords represent? But you have to realize with those illusions, the sudden change is here. Sudden change is here. You gotta get yourself together. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is... The 8 of Swords represents feeling trapped, mental restriction, and situations where you believe you have no options. Restriction, imprisonment, victim mentality. All right, so let's go here. We're going to go to... Okay, so let's get it. All right, so whoa. Now that's a potent spread. The Devil, the Tower, and the Eight of Swords. These cards don't mess around. They're intense, raw, and deeply transformative. Let's break it down and then take a bigger look at the picture, okay? The Devil, temptation, bondage, illusions, represents being trapped by desires, addictions, or unhealthy attachments. Often points to patterns of self-sabotage or giving away your power. Can symbolize seductive energy, obsession, or materialism, okay? The Tower is sudden upheaval, revelation, liberation. Signals of dramatic shakeup or collapse of false structures. Brings truth crashing in. Painful but very necessary, okay? Often the catalyst for deep transformation and rebuilding. The Eight of Swords reflects mental imprisonment, limitation, reflects feeling stuck, powerless, or trapped by fear and doubt. Suggests that the prison is often self-made. Your mind is the cage. Encourages you to challenge limiting beliefs and reclaim agency, okay? So combined, let's see what my co-pilot said it meant. Yeah, I'm gonna use all my tools, baby, because I'm just jumping into tarot too. So I'm still learning what the meanings of these cards are. So I know that these are very spiritual, energetic cards, right? The energy that these cards are pulled from energies that are within our field, right? But I'm gonna learn about these cards. So while I'm learning about these cards, you're gonna learn with me, baby. So combined, meaning breakdown before breakthrough. Break down before the breakthrough. This spread is a wake-up call. It's saying you're stuck in something that's not serving you, and the universe is about to intervene. Oh shit. The Devil shows the chains, whether it's a toxic relationship, addiction, fear, or illusion. The Tower brings the lightning, a sudden event or realization that shatters the illusion. The Eight of Swords reveals the aftermath, the mental fog and fear that follow, but also the opportunity to free yourself. So this isn't a punishment, right? It's liberation. And it's painful, yes, but it's the kind that we need. It's the kind that's going to clear the way for the truth, the healing, and authentic power. So what came after that? After the Devil, the Tower, and the Eight of Swords came the Six of Wands. Can y'all see that? The Six of Wands came, right? Six of Wands came. The Eight of Pentacles came, right? The Eight of Pentacles. Because guess what? We're going to get through this painful transformation that is much needed. It's going to bring us liberation. But let's see what the next three cards will tell us. And then we have the Four of Wands, all right? Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Okay, so let's add that on. Eight of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Okay, now this is look what co-pilot say. Now this is the light after the storm, baby. This is what co-pilot is saying. The Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands are like a victory parade after a long, hard battle. Okay, let's unpack this radiant trio. Now, the first part could have been what we've been dealing with. Yeah, the first part could have been what we've been dealing with, right? First spread could have been past. Although past, present, and future is all right here in one, we have to remind ourselves that, okay, it's all right here in one, but we have to chop down these timelines, past, present, and future, to understand where we're going, if that makes sense. All right, so the Six of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, and Four of Wands are likely a victory parade after a long, hard battle. Let's unpack this radiant trio. Six of Wands. Victory, recognition, confidence. You've overcome challenges and are being seen for your efforts. Represents public acknowledgement, success, and personal pride. A reminder to Own your accomplishments. You earned this, all right? The Eight of Pentacles, mastery, dedication, and craft, baby. Symbolizes hard work, skill building, and focused effort. You're refining your talents and investing in long-term growth. Encourages persistence and pride in your craft. The Four of Wands is celebration, stability, milestones. Represents joyful gatherings, homecoming, and solid foundations. Often linked to weddings, reunions, or reaching a major life goal. A card of harmony, community, and well-deserved rest. All right, so combined meaning from breakdown to breakthrough. So this trio feels like a response to your earlier spread. I'm learning. I'm learning. After, because I said that, it's like, this is like the past. Now we like move towards the present and future, right? After the chaos and inner struggle of the Devil, Tower, and Eight of Swords, these cards say you did the work. You faced the storm, and now you rise, all right? Now you rise. It shows you've emerged victorious. Reminds you that your growth was earned through dedication. Celebrates the new foundations you've built, stronger, wiser, and more aligned, okay? So you're not just surviving, you're thriving, okay? The universe is recognizing your resilience, your effort, and your transformation. This is a moment to celebrate, to rest, to honor how far you've come. Okay, so we're gonna get some more. And co-pilot said maybe pull a card for future direction or spiritual insight. So let's keep this energy flowing, okay? The last two cards that popped out, so we got 3, 6, these are 8 cards that came out in this entire spread, okay, of just general tarot, all right? This is just general tarot, y'all. Oh, so we got the Nine of Cups that came out, and I'm learning what these are. Like the stars with the circles is the pentacles. The wands don't have the sharp edges, so they are wands, right? The swords got the handles and they sharp, so they are swords. You can tell what a sword is, right? And then the cups, you know what a cup is. So we got the Nine of Cups and we got the 10 of Swords. And just to make it an even 9 card spread, I'm gonna pull my top card. Bam! Damn, Justice came in the reverse. Okay, so let's do this spread here. We got the 9 of Cups, right? 10 of Swords and Justice in the reverse. Okay. Boom. All right, let's see. Oof. This spread is layered. Ooh, okay. The Nine of Cups, 10 of Swords, and Justice reverse form a complex emotional and karmic message. It's like a bittersweet symphony. Fulfillment tangled with betrayal and imbalance. Let's dive in. Now, before we dive into what they're saying, right? First of all, they said this is layered, right? So it's filled with emotional and karmic message, right? We could always cleanse what doesn't feel right, right? What's good or bad? What is that? But there is a such thing as right or wrong, right? Righteous, right? So let's dive into this. Let's get into this. Nine of Cups, emotional satisfaction, wishes fulfilled. Known as the wish card, a sign of contentment and personal joy, represents emotional fulfillment, pleasure, and self-sufficiency, but can also hint a complacency of superficial happiness if not grounded. Now remember, I was going to leave it at the 10 of Swords, but I pulled that Justice card out, right? So it was at an 8 card spread, but I pulled that Justice card out, right? So let's read what we got here. I pulled it for a reason, so let's go. All right. All right, so the 10 of Swords. Painful ending, betrayal, rock bottom, a dramatic card of finality. Something has ended and not gently. symbolizes betrayal, burnout, or being stabbed in the back. Yes, yet also marks the end of suffering. The worst is over. So, from what we got right here, right, just from those two cards right here, right, your wishes were fulfilled, right? Your wishes could have been fulfilled. And it could have been the end of your suffering, but maybe some of you all were living out of betrayal and manipulation. And maybe some of you all were the victims of betrayal and manipulation. So you were being stabbed in the back, or you were stabbing the person in the back. Take it how it is. It's a painful ending for both sides, right? For the stabber, it's a painful ending because you're no longer allowed to stab that entity, that you're no longer allowed to do that, okay? Because their wish has been fulfilled. The wish that you tried to take, the light that you tried to steal and manipulate, their wishes are being fulfilled. Yours is not, okay? You shouldn't even have those wishes, especially upon another entity. We got some entities out here who are highly favored, highly ranked, okay? Highly favored because of the work that they've implemented out here in this universe, the energy that they put in, right? Some of us, our energy is so freaking potent that we ain't even got to talk. You can feel us do this right here. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it, right? Right. Justice reverse symbolizes dishonesty, imbalance, and lack of accountability. God damn, y'all. See, this the problem with this energy that's out here. We was on a good, we was learning from we was learning, right? We was getting our rewards, right? And then boom, these raggedy motherfuckers want to come in and try to interfere with that good energy flow, right? Because they're dishonest, they're imbalanced, they have a lack of accountability. Own up to the wrong that you've done. There's no other way to go about it, right? Truth is here. Authentic truth that's not backing down. That's not backing down at all, right? So we got points. It points to unfairness, hidden truths, or karmic misalignment. And guess what? These entities, they try to attach to us, right? They try to attach to us. So they have tried to cloak themselves to us. The fuck off. They have tried to cloak themselves to us on several levels. And it's not just one entity that's continuously forcing themselves on us. It's a whole bunch of these job jokers because they getting the fuck out of here, right? We're banishing them, right? Banished. It may suggest someone isn't taking responsibility or justice hasn't been served. Can also reflect inner imbalance or denial of truth. God damn, y'all just, woo. This is terrible. That's a terrible mindset to be in and energy to be in. Co-pilot, thank you for saying, oof, this spread is layered. Co-pilot tried to say it nicely. This motherfucker last spread that we just pulled out, somebody, someone, some entities have a lot of darkness in them, a lot of hidden truths in them, a lot of misalignments, a lot of, oh my God, yo, they're just so full with rage. Yo, they're so full with rage. This shit is so funky. Yeah, I am sweating again. This shit is so funky because all you got to do is the inner balance within yourself. But see, the thing is, and this is why this is lost souls. You all have taken so many souls. You have so many souls under your belts. That's not yours, right? You've taken so much energy, so much life from people, right? You just took and you took and you took and you took. Well, guess what? Now you can't take anymore. And now those souls want answers. They're hungry. And they have to come to you. From whatever timeline, plane, or dimension you were on. Let's get into it. So combined meaning, a hard truth behind the smile. This spread says something look perfect on the surface, and they like to look all pretty, and they be stank as fuck outside. They like to look all flashy with they funk ass cars, they big head asses, okay? 9 times out of 10, the one who seemed geeky, the one who seemed like a queen with they stank asses, the one who seemed extra smart, who seemed like they are just book illiterate. I am so into esotericism. They are the most terrorist people out here. I'm trying to tell y'all that. All right? They have used every religion and claimed it as their own, but also claimed that they don't claim that religion. Right? They claim that they are not religious, but they have a religion within themselves through sex, through manipulation, through chaos, through confusion. Okay? All right? Be mindful of the men who manipulate us on these platforms, right? Right? They seem so smart and educated, right? And then you get in their DMs or they get in yours, and then they send you a couple of videos and pictures of them and who they truly are. And then that's your test not to DM them back. Block their ass, right? I don't give a damn what kind of information or education they seem like they have or give. They're doing nothing but manipulating your energy through social engineering with their big head asses. Right? These big head ass scientists that think they know the world. Nope, they don't. And they know now. Because they're full of desire. I desire. I am destined. Motherfucker, find your own destiny. You were cloaked in someone else's light. You were cloaked in someone else's life. You stole someone else's privacy. You invade their privacy by coming into their dreams, faking as if you're part of a galactic federation. And you know you got banned. Be mindful of these Jezebels, whether they men or women. Most of your men out here on a down low, they fucking other men, and that's okay as long as you just, energy is energy, right? I don't like women. I ain't into that. I did that before. I don't want to do that no more. I don't like it. Right? But energy is energy, right? And you like who you like, but it's not okay to bully those who like what they like because you're not comfortable saying what your stank dick ass like. You like dookie on your dick, you like dookie on your dick. It is what it is. But don't bash the ones who's putting the dookie on the dick or the ones that shitting on the dick. Don't bash them because they comfortable with who they are. Now, don't go put on no damn makeup and change yourselves and cut your dick off or elongate your clit or nothing like that. See, y'all got me going crazy out in here. Because y'all done lost y'all damn mind. Y'all done lost y'all motherfucking mind. It's an ending of betrayal. It's a collapse. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I always get to this point. Anyway, let's get back to this. This could relate to a relationship, job, or personal decision where you gave a lot. You hoped for the best and were met with a harsh truth. It's a call to reclaim your power, seek truth, and restore balance, even if others won't. Okay. All right. So before I tap back into this, let me get back to the energy manipulation, even through these social media platforms. I know a lot of y'all feel my energy when I come on y'all platforms. And I know a lot of y'all have felt my energy when I left your platforms. That's another way they steal your energy, babies. They steal your destinies. They steal your ideas. They know how to do this social engineering, this science manipulation shit. They know how to do that. Or they knew how to do that. They ain't ready for this next level. I don't give a damn how smart they thought they was. I don't give a damn how ganged up they thought they was. Divine feminine will rise. Is rising. Ain't no will rise. Is rising. Excuse me, let me check my phone. Yeah, is rising. And you can no longer steal or harvest their energy I mean, they'll get y'all ganged up and go on these doggone. A lot of them like to go up in these mountains, have y'all going up on these hikes and things like that. Be cautious of that. Thankfully, I was with a group of individuals who, when I went to Old Raggedy Mountain, okay, I was at Old Rag Mountain, Shenandoah Valley area, okay, Blue Ridge, right, Blue Ridge. I I had the most eye-opening experience when I did that. Climb to the top of Old Raggedy Mountain. Old Raggedy fucked me up. But I got a couple scrapes and bruises. I cried so hard, y'all, because I was so scared. The higher you go, the more you lose your breath, right? So we're up there. I only seen this shit like on the movies, y'all, like on movies or TVs or something like that. So I'm up there, and I remember there were some Russians up there at the top of the peak, right? And I think I said something in the sense like, they was like, no, let's calm down and recalibrate our energy. Let's breathe. Shout out to everybody that was there, even though I felt the fucking fakeness there. I appreciate those that kept their energy real, right? Pure, right? They knew the mission, right? Even if I did not understand the mission at the time, they knew. And I thank you all. I dearly thank you all, right? Dang, where was that? Oh, Old Rag Mountain, though. Yeah, the only blood I spilled was getting scraped. Scraped on my knee, I scraped my leg, my shin up. But that's a sacrifice, right? I did give blood to Old Rag Mountain, but I did it by scraping my leg, and I bled. Back to how I'm saying how some of these groups will have you going on hikes. They will have you going on hikes. Appalachian Trail, Colorado, Montana, Shenandoah Valley, Stone Mountain. They will have you going on these hikes just to harvest your energy. One, harvest your energy, number one. Number two, most of y'all ain't coming back. And they know it. And they know how to make you disappear. They knew how to make you disappear. They can't do that shit no more. They knew how to make you disappear. Trust. They have videos of you where they are prepared to put some of y'all in the mindset that, oh, well, if you do this, I'm going to show these videos. What is that called? Like, I don't know what it's called, but blackmail, something like that, right? But with porn, with a lot of them know how to take our videos and our pictures and social engineer that shit to make it seem like some shit that we ain't doing. They have lied on several levels just to stop one golden child. And there's 17 of us. Little old me, just to stop little old me. Look at little old me. Look at little old me. Look at little old me. But let's finish this. I always 28 minutes and 20 seconds. What you can do is honor your pain. Don't gloss over the 10 of swords. Let yourself grieve. Surrender. Right? Let yourself grieve. Honor that shit. Because you went through it for a purpose. Seek clarity. Justice reversed asks you to look deeper. What's the real story? What is the real story, right? We're all learning something from somewhere. But I don't like it when teachers try to make you attached to them. And they got crafty ways to do it, baby. They got crafty ways to do it. One way is you don't have to subscribe to my channel. You don't have to do that. Like they'll play the mind play of the words. I'm getting tired of that shit too. You want to subscribe, you subscribe. If you don't, you don't. Some of y'all got a little bit of information that I like. And then I used to hit subscribe so fast off that 30 seconds of information. Then I get on your damn platform and I'm like, what the fuck did I subscribe to this shit for? Just for that little bit of information that I got. It wasn't continuous. I have gained relationships off of people that I have trusted as master teachers. These motherfuckers done attach themselves to me without us even having sex. Right? They talked about little old me. They judged me. They bullied me. And I kept and will keep walking in my strength. Right? Solo dolo. Always have been. You understand me? I don't need no clique, no gang that you can see here in the physical. But now they here in the physical. Right? Gang, 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 gang. They here. Rebuild with integrity. You deserve joy that's rooted in truth, not illusions. Okay? Not illusions. So this was good. I'm not going to pull nothing from hashtag Lost Souls Tarot as of now. This was a damn good read, though, I tell you that. This is a good read. We got a lot of work to do as a whole, but it always starts with you as an individual. You can't do shit for nobody else if you ain't doing it for yourself. And can't nobody do nothing for you if they're not doing it for themselves. And be cautious of the ones who are faking like they doing something for you when in reality they're doing it for themselves. They don't fuck with you. Okay? Okay? If these motherfuckers always got a headache now, well, I ain't gonna say that, because there are some divine people that keep up with themselves, right? So I don't want to make it a judgment as if they have on fake nails, the eyelashes, and the same hairstyles, and the lace tracks, and the flashy clothes and sneakers and the flashy cars, and I don't want to put it in that aspect of it, right? Because that's me being judgmental. They've worked hard for what they've done or put out into this universe, right? But be conscious of those who look towards those materialistic things. They live off of it. They can't take it if you don't buy them nothing for Valentine's Day. They can't take it if you don't get them a Christmas present. They can't take it if you ain't at they goddamn steps with a birthday present. They can't take it if you ain't talking about the next trend or getting the next trend or going on the next popular vacation cruise. Oh my goodness, they can't take it, right? But you can. You can. Right? So let's remember that. We're at 10:23 a.m. August 16, 2025. I'm leaving that there. I rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All transmuted into love, and then is sent back to its source. I am sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that I may have agreed to while being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness are all cut and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. I rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All transmuted into love, and then is sent back to its source. I am sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that I may have agreed to while being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness, they are all cut and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. One more time. Remember, you got to say it in the repetitions of 3. Anything you want, especially in the positive light, repetitions of 3, 6, or 9. I rebuke all spells, rituals, and castings that are not of the highest frequencies of source love consciousness that may have been projected my way on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly, anything and everything that I am connected to, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and ethereally, all are protected. All is transmuted and sent back to its source. I am sovereign and free. Any agreements and contracts that I may have agreed to while being on lower paradigms of existence of consciousness are all cut and ended on all timelines, planes, and dimensions, consciously, subconsciously, and unconsciously, knowingly and unknowingly. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. It is done. It is done. It is done. And so it is. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe, 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 Ashe.